Ireland's north-south rivalries are nothing like as hostile in Belfast tonight as they were a year ago. But it's still a high-tension match in which Northern Ireland have been forced to make 3 changes. Steve Morrow can't get into Arsenal's first team at the moment, but with Alan MacDonald suspended, he's asked to captain Northern Ireland tonight and play in central defence. And with regular keeper Tommy Wright taken ill, there's another unexpected cap for Paul Keane, who only plays part-time football in the Irish League while working as a coalman. Well, Keane did play in the North's excellent 2-1 win in Austria, but in another change from that winning team, Michael O'Neill of Hibs is in midfield, with Steve Lomas also suspended. Only 3 of the team hold regular places, though, in Premier League sides. In contrast, only 2 of the Republic's 11 play outside that top division. Tranmere's John Aldridge is one of them, and he's one of the most prolific goal scorers the game has produced, already past 400 goals. There's no place for World Cup hero Ray Houghton. Roy Keane of Manchester United is likely to be on the right side of midfield. The wearing of the green shirts tonight is the privilege of Northern Ireland as the home side. The Republic content with green shorts. And the Republic have yet to concede a goal in this qualifying group after 2 matches. Here's Michael Hughes for Northern Ireland, currently playing with Strasbourg in France. O'Neill in to the centre, tries to take the return from Gray. And the first Northern Ireland attack has been dealt with. Here's Roy Keane. Nigel Worthington, one of the 3 in the northern side who do command regular places in the Premier League. Ian Dowie is another one. That was awkward for Alan Kelly to deal with. Hasn't conceded a goal for the Republic in 3.5 games. Good flick on by Dowie. Gray arrives. Whistle has gone, though, I think, for a free kick against the keeper. Well, it's twice that Ian Dowie has proved his value with a little flick on, that time trying to link up with Gray of Sunderland. The Republic were 3-0 winners in their first qualifying game away to Latvia, and then 4-0 winners against Liechtenstein in their first home match, and now forcing a corner in front of a crowd of about 10,500 here in Windsor Park. Severely limited by the FIFA regulations, which demand all seated. Dennis Irwin to whip it in. Aldridge's header, and the keeper was caught. It's an early strike for the Republic with just 6 minutes played, and the arch goal scorer John Aldridge, his 17th international goal from Irwin's corner. But maybe a mistake there by Paul Keane, the keeper from Ards, who was called in because Tommy Wright had a virus. His positioning didn't look that great. And that's a great start for the Republic. Fleming, who stepped up. Irwin in quickly, offside against Staunton. Northern Ireland were beaten in their last home qualifying game, and they may be in for a second one here. The Republic, Roy Keane has given the Republic their second goal with 10 minutes gone, and it's threatening already to be a terrible night for Northern Ireland. No doubt the side has been badly weakened by the loss of the first choice keeper Tommy Wright, but again that one was really tight to the body of Paul Keane, and Roy Keane of Manchester United just steered it right underneath him. It's 2-0, we've had barely 10 minutes, and it's going to be a long, cold night here at Windsor Park for Northern Ireland. Dowie, Michael Hughes, good ball back into the middle. Dowie gets a good header. An early response from the north and from Dowie. He won that very well and clearly tried to direct it down to the foot of the post. McGrath getting the benefit of the bounce, but giving it to O'Neill. Gillespie, who's come onto this left side. Gary Fleming. Michael Hughes. Fleming. Worthington will retrieve it. There's Babb's header out. Gray underneath. Hughes had the shot. O'Neill has another. Oh, it's just wide of the post. But it's better now from Northern Ireland. They've got a grip on the match. They've got the teeth into it. But they've given themselves a real task after conceding those 2 early goals. Michael Hughes' shot that was blocked first. And then Michael O'Neill trying to place it in that corner, and it just shaved the post. The Republic's 2 wins against the North both came in games played in Dublin by the same scoreline of 3-0. Looks as though Staunton will strike this one. Staunton, left-footed. Good strike by Roy Keane. Might just have pulled something then as he hit that, Roy Keane, because his hand immediately went to the back of his thigh. And having already got his first goal of the season. And Roy Keane is struggling. I'm not sure whether he actually did that when he hit that ball. Here's Fleming. Goes on the outside of Staunton. Good ball delivered in. Michael Hughes just lost his footing because it was behind him. Here's Nigel Worthington. O'Neill. He succeeded in turning. Knocked in right-footed. Good header by Gillespie. The Manchester United teenager coming a long way to meet that. And the glancing header might have tested Kelly a little more. Babb is the back man. Here's Dennis Irwin. Aldridge just got half a yard on Taggart. Sheridan, it's 3. And it's threatening to be a rout. It's the same scoreline by which the Republic have twice previously defeated Northern Ireland. The difference is that those 2 earlier occasions were both in Dublin. This is in Belfast. John Sheridan spotted the chance from yards away. He got up to claim the ball, and there was only one outcome when it was one-on-one against the keeper. Lovely little touch there, though, to put him free. Just placing it wide of Paul Key. And the Republic lead by 3-0. And as we approach half-time, Roy Keane not able to continue any longer as a result of the injury that he picked up earlier, and is replaced by number 15, Jason McAteer of Bolton, on to win his 12th cap. As Worthington tries to get in a cross, maybe Hughes can. Half-time in Windsor Park couldn't surely have come soon enough for Northern Ireland, who find themselves facing the possibility of a real hammering from their Irish neighbours, the Republic. 3-0 down at half-time. A weakened Northern Ireland side, it has to be said, but they've made very few chances against the Republic, while at the other end their defence has been leaking goals. Darren Patterson of Crystal Palace on at the start of the second half for Northern Ireland, a half in which Brian Hamilton's lack of choices as the Northern Ireland manager were cruelly exposed. His team threatening to be overrun at 3-0 down, and the Republic looking to go top of the qualifying group with what would be 3 wins out of 3. Kelly. And Patterson just preventing it getting to Niall Quinn. McGrath. Well won by Dennis Irwin. Here's Babb. Fleming. Dowie. Shout was from Magilton. Little touch on to Michael Hughes. He's had to go quite wide. Well, it was promising. It didn't quite come off for them. Hughes is disappointed. But the little flick header and then the touch were all taking him wider and wider of the target. Patterson looked as though he was all over the back of Quinn, but the referee allowing play to go on. Here's Andy Townsend. It's 4. And it's an increasingly unhappy night for Northern Ireland. Maybe a hint of a foul a little earlier, but the referee happy to let play continue. And again, the shot from Townsend, you'd have to say, was very close to the body of Paul Key. Just a little look up, and he didn't hit it that sweetly. But it's 4. Hughes. Well, the shout was hold it, but nobody for the North seems to have it long enough. They've got a free kick here, which Morrow has placed. At least it's given them a chance to put bodies into the Republic penalty area. Again, Dowie looks at the flick on. Gillespie's there. And Alan Kelly kept very calm, made it look easy. Just tipped it away from the attacker. Just used his fingertips. Fleming showed a lot of it to Andy Townsend. Here's Staunton, who's skipped away from Patterson. And he's got plenty of time to look up and swing that trusty left foot. Here's Jason McAteer. That was deflected. Morrow, who's put it out. Corner to the Republic. Staunton prepares to take the corner. John Sheridan, who's come tight up to him, and they've taken it short. Kelly. Aldridge. He always knows where the target is. And that shot from the Tranmere player was so plumb in the centre of goal, it was right into Key's chest. It never shows a lot of emotion, Jack Charlton, unless he's falling out with FIFA officials. And Dowie leaving it for Fleming. Again, Dowie helps it on. Then Michael Hughes. Snapshot from Hughes. They claim a deflection, and the Swiss referee agrees. It's a strike by the North, which at least has met with approval from the crowd of 10,500. Hughes has placed it for the corner. There are plenty of green shirts to look for. Header down low, and Kelly was forced to a save. They haven't scrambled it yet. Patterson arrives, and he's missed, but it took another deflection, and it'll be another corner. But it was the diving header, I think it's by Jerry Taggart, which forced Alan Kelly into his first real save. Then what a melee as the ball got loose. And Patterson's shot was deflected. Hughes with the second corner. Dowie was there, it came off McGrath. Again, it's still there, and at last the North are putting the Republic defence under pressure. In it comes from Hughes to the back post, and the header again was from Taggart, this time over the bar. That's perhaps as close as Northern Ireland have come. McAteer. Good turn by Townsend. The point of attack switched to this side. Here's Steve Staunton. Taggart's header. Here's Gray. There was none of the tension or hostility that figured in this match here a year ago, and it was Jack Charlton's Republic of Ireland who profited. A warm handshake between him and Brian Hamilton, but it's a stern and a humiliating defeat for Northern Ireland. Townsend, the Republic captain, with the fourth goal 10 minutes into the second half, and you'd have to say as a neutral it might have been more than 4. Maybe the Republic just took the foot off the pedal at the times, and there was just nothing in the match for Northern Ireland, and that's a severe blow to their hopes of qualifying for the European Championship. A final scoreline of Northern Ireland 0, the Republic of Ireland 4. It's the heaviest defeat that the North have suffered at the hands of the Republic, and Jack Charlton's team well worthy of the victory and the points, which now put them top of the group.
Well, I'm gutted really, because I think the team played badly. I mean, we were beaten by a better side, but they did not do it all. You know, we did a lot of it ourselves. We started off badly. We give people responsibilities in dead ball situations, and if that doesn't happen, you find yourself 1 goal, 2 goals down, 10 minutes. It's a big, big job. We're a young side, and as well as we played in Austria, we've played as badly tonight, and I suppose that's going to happen.
None of the tension, really, and hostility that there was about this fixture in the World Cup qualifier a year ago.
I mean, you know, the crowd here might have been a little bit more loud, but I mean, they were stunned. I mean, I was stunned, sat where I am. You're suddenly going to goal up, another goal up, and you're finishing 3 up, and the crowd have got nothing to say. I mean, how can they abuse you when they get beat 3-0?
You're top of the group, three games, 3 victories,
we've
no
had 3,
goals conceded.
We've got 11 goals for, none against. And we've got 9 points. We've got Northern Ireland to come in Dublin. We've got Austria to come in Dublin and Liechtenstein away. Another 9 points from those 3 games, which is what we'll be aiming for. We'll see us with 18 points and all the best, kid.
Dennis Irwin to whip it in. Aldridge's header, and the keeper was caught. It's an early strike for the Republic. Northern Ireland were beaten in their last home qualifying game, and they may be in for a second one here. The Republic, Roy Keane has given the Republic their second goal, and it's going to be a long, cold night here at Windsor Park for Northern Ireland. Aldridge just got half a yard on Taggart. Sheridan, it's 3, and it's threatening to be a rout. Patterson looked as though he was all over the back of Quinn, but the referee allowing play to go on. Here's Andy Townsend. It's 4, and it's an increasingly unhappy night for Northern Ireland.
So in Group 6, the Republic's record of 11 goals for, none against, keeps them above Portugal, who've also won all their 3 matches. Northern Ireland are third, but they played an extra game.
Today, Niall Quinn was past fit to partner David Kelly up front for the Republic, while Northern Ireland welcomed back skipper Alan MacDonald after suspension. This match watched by Clive Tilsley.
Here's Quinn. And Sheridan. Quinn on to Staunton. It's nicely done. Only Keane waiting in the middle. Taggart away from Kelly. Smooth Republic build-up. Staunton. Here's Keane. On Kelly was there at the far post. Now they're appealing for handball, and I think David Kelly is going to be shown a yellow card. And it was number 6, Roy Keane, who forced it back. But watch David Kelly at the far post, because in his attempt to turn it in, he got a hand to the ball and onto the post and in. Townsend. Sheridan. Irwin. Staunton. You'll have felt that. Patterson has been penalised. Little over 10 minutes of the first half remaining. The Republic of Ireland being held at bay for the moment. Quinn with a header down. Virtually a free header too. Didn't even have to get off the ground then, Quinn. Now McGrath. Now David Kelly. Scuffed it completely. Precious few clear sights of goal for the Republic of Ireland in this first half. They had a sniff of a chance on a couple of occasions there. Firstly, when Quinn headed down straight to Patterson, but when it came back in, David Kelly was allowed a shot at goal. His first touch just maybe took it a little bit away from him. Taggart's lost out. This is Townsend, away by McDonald. There were 3 waiting for the cross. McGrath was probably best placed of them. Staunton. Hedges couldn't claim it. This is McGrath, but the play's already been stopped. The goalkeeper's got his free kick. Well, if anybody caught Fettis, it was probably his own defender, Taggart. Hughes. Challenged by Gary Kelly. This is Roy Keane. That's a nice ball too for David Kelly. And a nice turn. And a nice header from Quinn, who was under pressure from the right-back Patterson. There was a half-hearted appeal by Niall Quinn. David Kelly spinning nicely. And Quinn didn't quite make contact. It's a good chance, actually. It's nearly 4 years since the Republic failed to score in a competitive international here at Lansdowne Road, their Dublin stronghold. They haven't often looked like scoring thus far. Their attacks have carried more threat than Northern Ireland's, but then attack has not really been the Northern Ireland priority in the first half of this game. Steve Staunton. A little bit too strong for Andy Townsend. Here's Gillespie. Tripped by Irwin. Headed from Gary Kelly and then from Babb, and the Republic just caught unawares briefly. Taggart had made his way forward very quickly. He's now having to make his way back. This is Staunton. Away from Patterson, he was impeded by Magilton coming back, and the Republic of Ireland have a free kick. McGrath adding his weight to a very crowded penalty area. It's Dennis Irwin's free kick, and there's Quinn! And there's the goal that the Republic of Ireland have huffed and puffed for, and finally they have blown the Northern Ireland defence down. It's come within 2 minutes of the restart from Niall Quinn. It's been hard work, but the Republic's expertise at the set piece and the Northern Ireland careless marking. How on earth could they lose Niall Quinn like that? Look at the size of him. Gave Alan Fettis no chance. Paul McGrath wounded but happy. And it was a simple task for Quinn. Look at him between defenders. Now Sheridan. 4 in support. Trying to tee up Staunton. Magilton was there. This is Irwin. Staunton. Townsend. Quinn is calling for it. Irwin looking for him. Quinn! Had to wait patiently for that opportunity to come. When it did, he fired in a header. Power and pace which tested Alan Fettis in the Northern Ireland goal. Lifted into Dowie. Hughes with a shot, might still come from Magilton, maybe for Morrow. Magilton again. Away by McGrath. Although the actual balance of play is very much in the Republic of Ireland's favour, the balance of the scoreline is only just in their favour. Clearance by Nigel Worthington, only Ian Dowie forward for the North. Here's Keith Gillespie arriving speedily on the scene. Gillespie's got his cross in, Dowie's there, and Dowie has equalised. The first goal conceded by the Republic in the qualifying campaign, the first goal conceded by Alan Kelly in his international career, and the first goal scored by a Northern Ireland player here in Dublin. And Keith Gillespie provided the perfect ammunition for Dowie. Beating Bab on the outside and delivering an inch-perfect cross for the Crystal Palace centre-forward. Good job by Patterson. One back by Townsend. Staunton. Got away from Patterson. It's towards Quinn again! And he will feel as though he probably should have done better. It was a raking cross from Steve Staunton. It was right on the button. And although Niall Quinn got up and directed it downwards, he couldn't direct it past Alan Fettis. Brian Hamilton actually played in the first two North v Republic internationals in the late 70s, and Jerry Armstrong, sitting on his right there, is the only man to have scored a winning goal for the North against the Republic back in '79 in Belfast. On by Staunton. Taggart wanted to let it run, he didn't see McAteer coming in. And he just managed to atone for his error by poking it away from Cascarino. Jason McAteer arrived on the blind side of Jerry Taggart. Ticking towards stoppage time. Irwin with the corner. Flicked on by Townsend, and Cascarino just within a whisker of applying the finishing touches. Townsend with the flick which unhinged the Northern Ireland defence. And it's on as even in Ireland. Come from behind point for the North, from which they'll take the greatest satisfaction. Ian Dowie profiting from a searing piece of wing play by Keith Gillespie to equalise Niall Quinn's earlier goal. It's a stumble, no more for the Republic of Ireland. It could be a real lifeline for Northern Ireland. Dowie, the first man to score an international goal for the North in Belfast, tying it up at 1-1.
Austria 5, Latvia 0. No change in the table, with the Republic now only 2 points behind the leaders Portugal, who they play in Dublin next month.
Welcome back. Today's battle at Lansdowne Road thankfully took place on the pitch this very day. Niall Quinn with the opening goal just after the break. Jack Charlton's men in the green up against Northern Ireland. Well, the Ultimate weren't going to lie down, and indeed Gordon Dowie it was, after defensive errors left him all on his own. Level of scores with 17 minutes remaining. Where were Paul McGrath and Phil Babb?